Let us finish that epilogue climb. We're now up to Epilogue 11, which means we have to choose a modifier from each of the categories. We don't have many pages to spend, we did that last time. I think we went with Shara and Sirocco last time.
Don't waste my time.
Let's go with the opposite team then. Seifer, Aurora. These two are perfectly suited to take on some of the take damage challenges like Blood Tithe. Or maybe even Greed is good. Then we would require 3 more. That would make Explorer an option. We could also go for a different heroism choice, but I do like the legendary bosses. Feels like that's the real thing, kinda. Like the way the bosses are intended to be fought. So I'm gonna keep that one on. Yeah, Greed is good. So all gold piles are revealed, but our heroes take 2 non-lethal damage whenever we pick up gold. And we start with inks, but no brushes. We gain inks from elite fights and brushes from normal fights. Let's see how this one goes. I see Runans. Runans?
As soon as we make it out of
Runings?
here,
The medallion. This hero did not attack last turn, they gain 2 power this turn. Usually Seifer cares more about power. Golden Sphere to start out is nice. Runin's medallion. Whenever you play an ally, heal this hero for 2 life. That's very nice to have. And does prayer beads when you end your turn with no cards in hand. The leading hero gains 1 courage. Also not too shabby. Let's take a look at our starter deck. We have Tidal Falls instead of a strike. That's a nice upgrade, but we won't always be on full life with Aurora, especially at the start of a fight. We have a Devil Strike instead of a normal strike. No, we have a Devil Strike instead of a Defend, and an Entrench instead of the other. We have Ritual Strike instead of a normal strike. These are pretty good results. And I think we do this. Make this the real Reap card. But before that, let's check the boss. We're up against the Avatar of Greed. So we need to keep that in mind. That if we want to do combos, we need a lot of energy generation.
such a pretty thing.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, what's in the store?
Stay away from the breakables.
Himsels? I like that, especially considering we are getting, on average, well, do we get more inks? We get 3 from boss fights. No, I think we get on average a little bit less ink, but that's fine. I think the Himsel's Quill does benefit from having Fugoro's head as well. I kinda just wanna pick it up early. Triton Banquet. Summon 7 frogs, increase all others allies' spirit by 1. That could certainly make the deck. Split the Timeline is also interesting. First time I have seen this card in game. I'm gonna pick up the Himsel's Quill and just go with the extra exploration power. right there. We don't have any brushes yet, so let's fight the elite for some brushes. Fight a normal enemy for a brush. And then... This looks like Quicken Ritual Strike to start out. And we can already absorb the backliner's soul. And thus heal Seifer back to full and gain 25 monies. This is 5 block, 11 block. I think we let Aurora take the damage. Another 15, Aurora can take that damage as well. But let's utilize this Ritual Strike. Teapot and finish the fight. Okay, what do we have? Roiling is a bit too much from here, but... well, this seems like a no-brainer. Do we go for an event right now? That could give us some direction. Rainbow Gem, huh? Well, resting is kind of useless. I'm a bit afraid to take the Rainbow Gem here. That's basically an elite fight. But it's definitely a good gem to pick up, especially in this challenge. Let's try. Maybe it's easier on Act 1? That is the leading enemy only. I kinda wanna focus on these yucks in the backline first. If that's at all possible. When this creature dies, the heroes dissolve their hand. Well, I can't really attack the backliners at all right now. Devil Strike and Trench is 15 block. Incoming is 22. Can also do Quicken Strike, Defend and Trench. In a different order, of course. There will be more block, but honestly the Devil Strike's damage just matters. I could Quicken first, get another 2 damage out of it. Maybe I should have kept the Quicken effect active, because that would give me the ability to absorb Soul a backliner. You are summoning? Rude. Well, we don't have to defend this turn. I messed that one up. I should have used Ritual Strike first. Just gain the energy back that I spent on it. And Ritual Strike is one of the better cards in our deck as well. This feels rough. We need to get the Rainbow Yak out of the equation. Yeah, I think we might have bitten off a bit more than we can chew. Incoming is 55. 55 damage in an Act 1 fight. Oh dear. Well, we're enraged now. I really wish I could spend that rage on a Devil Strike. We have to do this. 17 to all enemies is huge. I should have played a defensive card first. It's okay, we are only taking 2 damage. Or... yeah. Our deck is very small now. But Devil Strike is in there, so... it's not all bad. And with Quicken Devil Strike we have the kill on the Rainbow Yak this turn. And then Aurora can take the remaining hits. No! Oh! This ends the fight, okay. Ah yes, the backliners were all summoned enemies. That was really rough, but I think it was worth it. Now we can heal back up with the Rainbow Gem. Where does it go? Probably a defend on Aurora.
Interesting.
I'm also gonna use a heart because Seifer might just die otherwise. Follow the boss. Yeah, that kinda makes sense. It kinda does. Not right now. It's making our deck actively worse at the moment. But that will change in the near future. I kinda don't wanna use my Royal Ink to get here. So I'm gonna try my luck with these Precision Inks and Himsel's Quill. Do we just collect a bunch of gold? I shouldn't have used that heart. Let's collect the Rune of Sight. Okay, that's extremely nice. I'm gonna transmute an Aurora Strike. Hoping to find some frogs. I do find some frogs, but I also find Guide and Primal Skull. Familiar on Primal Skull, maybe? I mean, no. This is just... you just never turn this down. Now we need a way to actually play that guide. Well, we already have a way. It's Quicken into Ritual Strike, giving us 4 energy and enabling combo for the guide. That's not consistent, but it's a start. Nothing here really helps us. Well, split the timeline would help set that up. Let's look at some more cards. Eureka, choose a card to draw from your deck, dissolve. There is also another Ritual Strike. I'm gonna take Eureka. That can tutor out the guide or the Ritual Strike for us. And just make things more consistent that way. Toadsplosion. I kinda want toads. Frogs, rather. Intimidate and Entrench are both good cards as well. The Toadsplosion would really need a way to scale. Hi, tryhard only, welcome. But I mean, 8 frogs isn't terrible.
Is it a frog?
11 health on Seifer. Well, we need to take some fights, otherwise we are never gonna heal up. Yeah. I don't mind the look at all. 5 frogs? Do I want 5 frogs? I mean, that's still at least 15 damage. Most likely 20. A bit worried about this fight, because yeah, this guy can hit hard. We can't play the guide right now because we can't combo the ritual strike. If we send Seifer to the front and entrench, that's not gonna be enough defense. Seifer would die. Aurora full heal leaves her with exactly 26 HP, which means she would die. So I'm losing a character no matter what here. That means I probably should just do maximum damage, right? Alright, the frogs become... the frogs decay over time, I forgot about that. I wish I could move Aurora to the front somehow. Oh god, I really don't want to fight the first boss with a bunch of wounds in the deck. That would have been nice to have.
Get up, weakling.
I think I will survive this, but yeah, with Seifer backup, we are okay. Strike plus Absorb Soul, please. Okay, we have 2 wounds in the deck for now. But we are alive. We don't play allies yet, so that's not gonna be amazing for us. We don't have any health lying around, so... Ugh. This is kinda scary. Ooh, nice.
What is that?
Well, that's pretty low value there. Prayer beads. Happy to have them. These would have been nice in the Rainbow Yak fight. Let's hope this one works a bit better. $16 block. Has to be good enough for now. Not great drawing both wounds in the opening hand. Doesn't look like we have a great Eureka target this turn. We can't absorb your soul. Wait. No, we totally can. Is that what I do? It does end up with Seifer in the front, but it takes out the target. Oh, I forgot we had the hunting cloak. We could have had Seifer in the back. That would have been better. Yeah, we take another 1 point of damage on Seifer. I probably should have quickened. Whoops. I'm not managing my health very well here. A brush. We are still really low on health. I need a farrier well. That would certainly be helpful. I don't feel like I'm in a great spot to like take on an elite or anything. So I want to explore more first, and that requires, well, I have very limited inks, and picking up gold deals damage to me. It's just all rough. We don't have AoE, but we do have this nice defend into Tidal Force. I could also defend Eureka out the Toadsplosion. That would kill the frontliner. And then entrench? No, I can't entrench after that. I can't just take the 2 damage. We don't need to play the defend right now, we can heal a bit later. I could also Eureka the Absorb Soul and just get a kill and heal this turn. I think I need the consistent damage of the frogs. Seifer's vulnerable now. So let's tank the damage with Aurora. Combo doesn't quite work out this turn. But what does work out is winning the fight. We didn't play the healing defend though. Maybe that was a mistake. Might have been. Let's look at another card. Frenzy, Flame Blast, Devil Strike. I feel like none of these? Maybe I should just take the Flame Blast as a dense damage card. It also unlocks a talent here. Gain 15 more gold per battle, that's nice. Whenever you dissolve a card, Aurora gains 1 power. We can use that for Toadsplosion. We have Eureka. We have Defend. We have Absorb Soul. The shop charges 25% less gold. Is that even better than 15 extra gold per battle? I think that's even better. These are not really the effects I want. I wish I could have gotten some kind of healing effect out of this, but... Jagged Jewel? I think I want the Clash Stone actually. Clash Stone on the Devil Strike.
Such a pretty thing.
I want another way to move Aurora to the front, so I put that in Tidal Force. Because now it's blocking, so Aurora moves to the front when it triggers. How do we go to this fight down there? No idea yet. Maybe brush, then ink. No, I think we use a precision ink here. Oh, nice, we got lucky and saved our second precision ink. And brush this one. And then another precision ink here. Of course we reveal the one impassable tile. Some more healing would really be nice for Seifer. We have a Toadsplosion into follow the boss into Devil Strike. That is 16, 24. It has to be this order, right? We waste a lot of damage that way, and we take damage on Seifer, so I really don't want to play it that way. Maybe Toad's Explosion follow the boss defend. That doesn't kill the frontliner and leaves us with a lot of damage on Aurora, but at least it's damage on Aurora, which is easier to heal. We would end up with 6 blocks, so we would take 16 damage on Aurora. I don't like it, but I think it's what we have to do here. Get some healing on Seifer at least. A frontliner is already dead. Plus 16 kills this guy. But then again, Seifer in front and no way to block. Can we kill with a ritual strike? We can kill the backliner with a ritual strike. Eureka for Absorb Soul. Ritual strike the backliner. Absorb Soul the backliner, which moves Seifer to the front. That leaves us with enough energy to proc the teapot and tidal force Aurora back to the front. Alternatively, entrench. We are short on killing the Forest Wisp. This is... No, this is not quicken strength. This strength stays. So we could take this Forest Wisp out instead. That makes this move a lot easier to do. This guy dies, so we're only facing 11 damage. I could take 1 on Seifer. Or instead, I could take 7 on Aurora after using the teapot. I take 1 on Seifer. Now both of them have a shield, but it's only 2 of them. We can usually defend against that. Or just tank some damage on Aurora. We still have the teapot. Frogs pop this guy's shield. We can't block the 16. Can we kill the backliner? No. We can't move to the front without using the Devil Strike. So this is gonna be 18. 18 is the max we can do. I think we don't use the Devil Strike then. And use Defend Tidal Force Flame Blast. That is our best defense. That's not true. Our best... No, it is our best defense. And it takes down a target. We take 6 on Aurora, we get rid of the shield on the backliner, so... Nice.
This is wasting my time.
Oh. 31 health on Seifer now. Super Rune, thank you. That is really nice.
Looks like a long way to walk.
And we see another event up there. Another follow the boss. There's also a fill the pot. That could be nice. I'm gonna go with another follow the boss. We're trying to make big frog stacks. And then use the follow the bosses to activate them. Spear on Aurora for the Toad Strike, Toad Explosion. And I feel like we want to pick up the Triton Banquet now. I'm still having trouble with energy, so a melee stone, clash stone, could be good here. Put that in Flame Blast. Or potentially... No, I want the damage increase on Toad Explosion. Triton Banquet makes sense.
This matches my shell.
Lava Shield as well. Feel like we need the power. We need the extra power we can get. Let's also go for this event. If we use it here, we have a decent chance of also getting access to that gold pile. Ah, yes. Can we get this guy against non-Avatar of Greed for once? The zero cost one would be good with 2 follow the bosses, Eureka, Quicken. Also increasing their spirit with Triton Banquet is nice. Maybe that means we should go with Resilience. That gives us some nice extra permanent block. This is also not a bad follow the boss target. Make an aggressive ally attack. But I think we want the better defense. Oh, right. Still not enough. Flame Spitter attacks all enemies. I feel like it's Dark Temper here. It's still pretty early and Dark Temper scales very well. Damage dealt to the other hero also increases Seifer's rage. That's very tempting with Aurora. But Sixth Sense? How do we trigger that? We trigger that with Eureka. We trigger that with Guide, but then we have enough energy. But any card draw we add to the deck triggers Sixth Sense pretty easily. Well, one more fight trying to heal up a bit before we go for the elite. Incoming is 16. Entrench plus Tidal Force is almost enough. Feel like I want to go with Toad Explosion if possible. Do a setup turn, just block the minimum amount, take the damage on Aurora. The issue is I can't play Toad Explosion right now. Not if I also want to play the Tidal Force. Like, just playing Tidal Force and using the Cauldron is so good here. But I also want to get out the Ritual Strike at the same turn. So I wonder what to search for? What if it's just Flame Blast? I forgot about the third card in a turn thing. 6 card in a turn thing triggering. But that's good. Backliner is down, we take the damage on Aurora, getting her down to 2, and then we can use the Cauldron to heal her back up. We do have a block for 22 right now. If we forego the Toad Explosion. I don't think we should do that. I think we take 7. That's fine. Feel like I should play the defend while I have the chance. That also allows me to melee the Crichton Banquet and then go for 11 twice. Make all aggressive allies attack is not particularly appealing right now. And then we should have the Absorb Soul left and win with that. Nice, that fight worked out quite well. This also helps us heal some, the Spirit Defender there. Simulacrum of Resilience. With the Rooney's Medallion. Pop a Radiant Harp before the Elite fight. It's Kodama! We have the Simulacrum into Triton Banquet set up. And then I don't think I even defend. Or do I? I could. Just get the heal out of the way, yeah. Permanent vulnerability on Aurora here. We can full block this turn. If we follow the boss, Ritual Strike, Entrench, and then Tidal Force, we can even full block with Aurora in the front. Not anymore. But this is not a big hit, that's only a 12 for Seifer. So the 7 block we already have is gonna be most of what we need already. And this is not a bad damage turn either. I wish we could use Follow the Boss to trigger the Simulacrum of Resilience, but that would probably be a bit too broken. Eureka doesn't have a target right now, because my draw pile is empty. On Aurora this is gonna hit for 32, so we would need at least 7 defense. We can get that with Devil Strike Defend. But then we can't play Toad Explosion either. Devil Strike, Defend, Flame Blast could be what we do here. We're definitely playing Devil Strike. Well, we have the extra block from the Simulacrum. Take 12 on Seifer? I don't think we have to. It's 26. Yeah, not quite enough. We would need to pop the teapot. I think it has to be this. It's providing so much damage. Both of them are vulnerable now, but we end the fight right here. And even with the Absorb Soul. 45 and 26. That could be much worse. Archer's Emerald. And we get a Stardust Pigment. That allows for a lot more exploration. We don't have any fights left that we haven't accessed yet. One of the best value places to use this would be around here. We could also just get a huge reveal somewhere. Not that huge. Actually, the 16 is pretty much the best we can get. Well, we can get the 17, but that doesn't give us access to anything on top of that. So this is basically reveal 16 and reveals this Vault of Wisdom. Although this reveal... No, this wasn't a reveal. It just didn't give us access to that. That's fine. This is a hard skip for me. Primal Enchantment seems really quite bad. Meat Shield. Do I ever want to sacrifice an ally? The allies I'm creating are quite important. I'm gonna go with Wall of Mist. That's a reasonable defensive option. We have one more brush left, and there are 2 Farrier Wells, an Alchemist, a Gem Mine, and an Elite Fight that we still haven't found yet. So I really should try to get just a good reveal. 9. Like an 11 would be nice. Can we get an 11 somewhere? Ten. Lots of 10s. Over here we get some extra gold access. We should also probably pick up the money now. These are so little mounts. It's almost questionable whether it's worth picking them up. Such tiny amounts of gold. We are gonna use these hearts before we move on. $12. No additional access, I guess that's... And we find the Elite Fight. Okay. Not only that, we also find another ink. And a Vault of Wisdom. Kappa T-Master, Seifer's Wrath. When Seifer becomes enraged, add this to your hand. I think I pick another guide. Guide triggers 6th Sense, so it's good just for that already. That means I have to ration out my hearts because I will do another Elite Fight. Do we get any more powerful by anything we can buy here? Mirror Moonstone maybe? Mirror Moonstone and Follow the Boss just doubles the effect because it's free. Mirror Moonstone on Eureka. Yeah, that's just a double tutor. I also take the Scholar Shard because, again, that triggers 6th Sense. Mirror Moonstone into the Eureka. So we have a double tutor now. Ranged could go on many things, honestly. Dark Temper could wield it well, but Dark Temper is also a huge hit that benefits from later game gems a lot. Double the damage, hit all targets, apply bleed to half the damage dealt. there are plenty uses for it. Toad's Explosion really wants a damage up. Wall of Mists could easily take the Archer's Emerald.
Interesting.
This would make a lot of sense. Draw 2 cards with the guide. But right now I'm looking for more opportunities to trigger 6th Sense, so I'm just gonna put that in Follow the Boss. 0 cost, draw a card. Deal some damage. Yeah, time for another elite fight. Ah, it's the Voice of Hunger. I am glad. That could have been worse. If we Eureka... For Ritual Strike, we could play the guide twice. That's tempting. Eureka Ritual Strike. Well, we could also do a Toad's Explosion. Kill this Tiki. Only have to block 5 this turn, which we can do with the defend. We can double Eureka, by the way. Yeah, the double Eureka means we want to play the guide, right? So Eureka into Ritual Strike. This now costs 2. That gives us the energy to play the guide. We Flame Blast, play the guide again. Eureka again. Getting us a Toad's Explosion. And heal up a bit. And then we play out all the cards. Seifer in front is okay, I guess. So we get a Courage next turn. That was a decent setup turn. We didn't accomplish that much, but we did accomplish some things. You are creating a weakness, I think, if I remember things correctly. We don't need to stun that. But we're gonna kill the Tiki anyways with our frogs, so might as well do the Devil Strike first. Into Guide. Triton Banquet. Follow the boss into Guide. Set up the Simulacrum. Who do I want in front? I think I want Aurora in front now, so we quicken first. Or we quicken instead of the... how much damage do we have? We can Tidal Force, Dark Temper, Strike. I kinda wanna Absorb Soul. We can Tidal Force, Absorb Soul. It's not gonna be enough though. We haven't used the teapot, but can we survive 18 times 2? That's 36 damage. Right now we have 29, 33. Okay, so it's back to max damage. This is 24 plus 17, 31, 44. Oh dear, oh dear. Even if we use the teapot, we only have 36 block and health. So Aurora would still die. This is bad. And now strike plus frogs would only be 20 damage, even if I use the teapot. I should have done it! I have the lava shield. The enemy would die after the first hit, so I would prevent 18 damage here. Ah, missed that chance. Give me Absorb Soul, please. Well, it wasn't very likely. Oh, shouldn't have done that. I forgot I was enraged. I wanted to draw the card, but... Each hit inflicts 2 bleed. I will take that. Is there an attack that heals multiple times? We don't have any of those yet. Dark Temper does in Rage. But I don't think that's a great idea. I think I put it in like a Flame Blast. Just in a general use card that I don't necessarily wanna super upgrade. There are still 2 Farrier Wells, but it's really unlikely that I find them with just inks. But we get new inks from the boss fight, so I should spend all my inks. Precision ink is the only one I can consider keeping because those stack. So I'm just gonna try to reveal maximum number of tiles. Maximum number of tiles is 5 with this noble ink. Okay. And 4, can we get a guaranteed 4 somewhere with the normal ink? Well, we can access this pile of gold or other piles of gold. Maybe I should have gone for that. Although these gold piles also damage me, so we can get a 4 and a gold pile with this. Right here. Farrier Well, please. At least a car pick. Ignite, gain 10 rage. Don't think I want Liquefy. I don't think I want Cast Devil. Do I want Ignite? Ritual Strike is a good enraged target. Follow the Boss is not. Dark Temper is pretty decent. Flame Blast is solid. Entrench is really good. Fine. It also makes it easier to trigger the prayer beads and get some courage. Do I keep the precision ink? There is a big chance. Yeah. It's a pretty high chance to get another precision ink from the boss fight that I could stack with this one. Then again, there are still very valuable spaces left that I could find. But the health situation on Seifer is really frightening. I really don't want to fight a legendary boss with 20 health on Seifer. I really don't. So I'm not gonna collect any more gold piles and go in with 20. And 2 wounds in the deck already. This is rough. I could pick an Aurora's trick. A mark wouldn't be bad. That would work very well with the Toad Explosion at the very least. And any big hits we can do. But right now our problem is defense. Well, I think we are about as likely to die here as we are to win this fight. But Our chances are not gonna get much better by spending these precision inks or buying anything from the shop. I think Krog is our best chance here. Like, Krog is probably the easiest one we could get. But this hand sucks. It sucks pretty hard. Ah, you summoned 3 dinners. Okay, that's somewhat scary. I have to admit that's on the scary side of things. And this hand is also really bad. I guess a bad deck draws bad hands. I hope this is not a bad deck though. Really hope it isn't. The first card we tutor will be 1 cheaper. That's gonna be a Dark Temper. And the second one will not be cost reduced, that's gonna be a Follow the Boss. I wish I could set up the bleed right now, but more importantly I need to set up the simulacrum. And 19 piercing. Well, we do have Entrench, Defend, Tidal Force. Let's draw with Guide first. Entrench is a full block actually now. That is probably worth spending the rage on. We have a bunch of rocks dealing damage, so we are not in a horrible position. Until we suddenly die because we can't block. We have 11 block this turn. If we can move Aurora to the front again after blocking, we are okay. But we can't. So that means we don't play the Seifer cards and use the pot to tank this hit.
I can summon 2.
19 piercing, that's a problem. Oh, that's actually a big problem. We need to draw into something here. I mean, that's not the worst draw. It's a pretty fine one, in fact, but unless we can kill the boss here, we're gonna be deceased. This is straight up killing both my heroes. And obviously we can kill the boss here. That is clear as daylight. Is there any relic that can save me? No, there isn't. This was a rough first act.
It's my time.
Just couldn't keep Seifer's health up. Ouch! We unlocked the final card for Aurora. We already had the final call for Aurora, apparently.